Oh, really? Wow. You know what, Stellar Blade? Shift Up, I am so proud of you. Putting out something that ain't woke, and it is so great. Showing the feminine beauty of a woman, of a real woman. And I'm having fun. So much fun. The combat is fun. The moves are off the chain. And graphically, it looks great. It's smooth. I'm loving it. And look at this. Stellar Blade is the third highest rated game by user score in PS5 history. Oh. Stellar Blade is resonating with fans with higher user scores coming in than the still good critic scores for the game. The game has been the center of a culture war where it is first praised for being anti-woke with its especially attractive lead. That's right. Tired of the ugly females. Okay. You, have been outed as, and I'm talking to the industry, have been outed for trying to make the female characters look more masculine to please trans people. But trans people haven't even been asking for it. That's the whole thing. They haven't even asked for this. They didn't want you to do this. And trans people want to pass. Okay? When a biological woman transitions to a male, she wants to pass. She doesn't want me to look at her like, are you? No! And she doesn't want you to think that she's unattractive as a male, correct? Vice versa too. Right? However, you uglify them to please them. It absolutely makes no sense. It says that you are saying that trans people are ugly. It makes no sense. The fact of the matter is, I've been fooled a few times. Back in the old days with Jerry Springer, and Jerry Springer would always bring someone on, and they would say, they would say, I love you, but I'm really a man. And they start fighting and everything. Before they start doing all the fake storylines, they had a lot of people coming in from Philly and Camden. And I knew this because I knew people in Philly and Camden. It was like, a lot of the people on the show is from Philly and Camden. I was like, oh. But then, later on, you got all the fake ones. But the fact of the matter is this. Apparently, surgeries have come really far because back then in the old Jerry Springer days, you knew. I don't understand how these men didn't know, but you knew. So I just think these dudes were just attracted to a lot of women that just had masculine features because these dudes kept getting fooled. But nowadays, you can be fooled, and they got surgeries to fix everything. So there's plenty of trans men and women that do pass, and I don't think that they want to be looked at as unattractive. So stop uglifying the female characters to quote unquote please them. Thank you. In fact, Stellar Blade is now the third highest rated game by user score in PS5 history. Yes, it's higher than almost every game that immediately comes to mind. Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate 3, God of War. Wow. The game has an 82 Metascore, but the user score puts it up at a 9.1 out of 10. And with more reviewers than many other games in the top 10. And what is that top 10? It's probably a bit surprising on a few fronts. You know what I like about this? The fans are truly speaking. A developer decided to make a game that they knew would please the fans of gaming. And they did it. And the numbers show. And the reviews show. Bull. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Hey, you other gaming studios, follow suit. Hey, Disney. Big movie studios, follow suit. Just make entertainment that the fans love, and you're going to be fine. Let's see. 1 through 10. Resident Evil 4, Separate Ways, 9.2. Cyberpunk 2077, The Ultimate Edition, 9.2. Stellar Blade, 9.1. Astro's Playroom, 9.0. Really? Astro's Playroom, is that good? I've heard it was good. Like, I've heard don't sleep on it. It's actually really good. Neo Remastered, 9.0. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, 9.0. The Talos Principle, haven't heard of that. Talos Principle 2, 9.0. Baldur's Gate 3, 8.9. Resident Evil 2, 8.9. Marvel's Spider-Man 2, 8.9. I excluded the Hitman Trilogy 9.9 because that's based on just 10 user ratings. That's weird. Which seems excessively low to make the list. You can give or take a few. As for the list itself, you see some big names there. I debated whether to include Resident Evil Separate Ways DLC there, but yeah, I was thinking like, why? But it felt like I probably should. So that puts Stellar Blade at 3. I am happy to see Cyberpunk 2077, the Ultimate Edition, which includes the Phantom Liberty DLC, rated so high as that remains one of my favorite games of all time. You do have to wait until the game is released for a little while to rate it on Metacritic, so this wasn't purely some blind voting movement. I am not surprised that players like it a bit more than critics, though I would not expect it to stay as the third highest rated game of the entire generation over the long term, as more players than day one superfans get their hands on it. But I do think it's very fun, and I am not surprised others feel the same. Good job, Shift Up. Good job. I am still playing this. I may play again once I'm done this video. I played a couple of hours today, and I'm surprised at how much content is in it. I just got done playing Final Fantasy Rebirth, and I was blown away by how much content it had. I was just like, there was a point where I was just like, all right, I got my $70 worth. I'm ready for the end of the game. That's how much content is in Final Fantasy Rebirth. But that's a good thing, though. You can play just so, and there's stuff I didn't even finish when I was watching reviews. I was like, I didn't fight this. Where's this at? So I like that. I'm loving the game. Eve is a cutie, okay? But at the same time, there's an interesting storyline. Not all original, you know, it's got a lot of Matrix in it and stuff like that. But, you know, finally, something pleasing to the eye, something action-packed with great gameplay, great graphics, smooth frame rate. I mean, and it's fun. What more could you ask for? Post comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed my thoughts on this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share.